An official sports betting partner of the NBA. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code VEGAS. New customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Or in West Virginia, visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus. Age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/bball for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. For a limited time, VEASAN is offering 2 weeks of our exclusive betting splits for free. Just sign up at VEASAN.com/splits. The VEASAN betting splits page is updated with DraftKings odds every 5 minutes so you can see changes in all the action. Find out where the public is betting based on the number of tickets and where the money doesn't match the public opinion. You can check out not just today's action, but future events as well. Don't miss this limited time offer. Visit VEASAN.com/splits now to claim your free 2-week access to VEASAN's betting splits.
This is VEASAN senior MLB analyst Adam Burke. Let's face it, between bad managers and umpires like Angel Hernandez, betting on baseball can be brutal. But my daily article is here to help. Every morning, I go through each MLB matchup and give you my best bets of the day. I analyze pitching matchups, study analytics, look at lineups, and even weather reports, all to find value on the baseball slate. My daily article is only available to VEASAN Pro subscribers. To become a subscriber, head to VEASAN.com/pro today.
Twitter,
Instagram.
We know the hashtags.
For show highlights, picks, breaking news, and the best sports betting analysis, follow VEASAN on social media at VEASAN Live on Twitter and at VEASAN Live on Instagram.
Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday? With DraftKings Sportsbook same-game parlays, you can pocket more cash when you combine multiple bets from one game. Download the app, sign up with code VEASAN, and get a special offer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
If you didn't catch Follow the Money, here's what you missed.
You know, there's an exception to every rule. And the exception to the following rule, I think, would be the Warriors once they added Kevin Durant, the Celtics this year. But when a team generally goes after it, and suddenly when they have their, again, big three, you're going to hear that from national media quite a bit, and suddenly they're going to get overhyped, and they're going to fall in love with this team.
Testing 10-9-876-543-211-2345.
To bring in somehow, some way, what people would consider that big three. That's the telltale sign now that you want nothing to do with them. Do not bet them in the future market. Fade them throughout the season if you can. The Suns were swept by the Wolves. Now, they went off as the favorite.
Good size favorite.
The Wolves were plus money with home court in this series.
Yep.
Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard. Weekdays at 7 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. Pacific on VEASAN, the sports betting network.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. RTN has packages that start at $5 per month.
This is Sharp Money with Patrick Maher on VEASAN, the sports betting network.
It's Kentucky Derby time. Are you ready for the greatest 2 minutes in sports? Saddle up with DK Horse, an official DraftKings affiliate. Right now, new customers who download the DK Horse app can get a 100% deposit bonus up to $250 when they opt in with the code HORSE, H-O-R-S-E. Just deposit $25 or more and complete the playthrough requirement. Download DK Horse now to join the Run for the Roses action only on DK Horse app.
I have a quick update. New code there. I just got an email. VEASAN Horse will be our new code. VSIN Horse. Okay. The new code for you over at DK Horse.
Okay, thank you for that. 100% deposit match. VEASAN Horse. VSIN HORSE. Thank you for that. Quickly, just a couple of things. We'll get to our plays. Thank you to Steve Fezzik for stopping by. He's always electric. Love that guy. You just like the energy, you know? You do. Just a positive energy, always prepared. You can email your questions for next week. Professional bettor Steve Fezzik. Again, sharpmoney@vsin.com. Kelsey has signed an extension with the Chiefs. I believe a 2-year extension, big guy. Elsewhere, any breaking news? We've been trying to follow the Jamal Murray status. Nothing's changed over the 3 hours, so nothing's changed thus far. The number right now indicates that he's going to play with the 6.5 out there, so that would be an indication that he probably gives it a go. But right now, Jamal Murray, questionable as to whether or not he plays tonight in Game 5, looking to close out the Lakers in Denver. Okay, let's get to it. I'm pivoting a little bit with my Jovic play here. So let's do this. The early game, 4:30 down in Miami. It's a big number. It's 10.5 with the Celtics laying it. But I'm taking a look. I believe his points, rebounds, assists for Jovic was set at 16.5. If you want to stay away, because I think his points jumped up, Dustin. His points jumped up to 9.5. So let's do this. Let's go over the 16.5 for Nikola Jovic because he's been grabbing boards. The last 2, 8 boards, 9 boards against Boston. Go ahead.
Yeah, he could do it with just 2 categories. He doesn't even need the third category.
So if you want, maybe we could just look at points and rebounds on him as well. PRA was 16.5, Dustin. Right now, I'll tell you. Yep, $16.5, 15 juice. Points and rebounds for Jovic sitting 14.5.
Yeah, look, he's kind of come alive, especially the last few games, and I think he's a big part of their future plans. I think he's going to become a focal point for them next season, if not already now, with the season on the line.
He's really good, and he's been good from 3. 3 of 5 from 3. Last time out, the game before, 3 of 4, 2 of 6. So, been hitting threes as well. You got anything on that game?
I don't. I have in the other 2, though.
Okay, so let's get to him. If you're looking at a side in Oklahoma City and New Orleans, again, it's not waving the white flag. And again, GABT pointed out, well, there's a difference in size. But the Valanciunas, what I took from benching Valanciunas was desperation. Yeah. And just a team that is absolutely out of bullets, have no options. They go small, a little more versatile with Larry Nance Jr. They can't beat this Thunder team. If you want to lay the 4.5, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go to the prop world. Because I've ridden Valanciunas all year long in the playoffs, I do have fears that they are going to pull him off the floor again. So I think a guy who could benefit without him on the floor and have to get more boards for them is Herb Jones. His rebound total is only 4.5 today. He had 7 on Saturday, also had 7 in Game 1. If Valanciunas gets forced off the floor, he's going to need to move down low and help them on the glass. He's cleared this number in 5 of his last 6. Herb Jones from the Pelicans, over 4.5 rebounds is my play in that one.
Yeah, like that. 15.5 is the number on Trey Murphy. His sharp prop bettors, he being Fezzik, liked Murphy over 14.5. Do what you will with the 15.5. Herb Jones has been hitting the threes as well for me. He's sitting 1.5 tonight. Got to lay $1.66 juice.
Such a random generic name, Herb Jones.
That's your boy. The Lakers at the Nuggets, 6.5 is the number. 217. So
you're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
And we welcome you to Pavlansky Field here on the campus of Poland Seminary High School, as Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMeda1 network, is proud to bring to you Poland Bulldogs men lacrosse here on a beautiful Monday afternoon. We are partly cloudy and in the 80s as we get ready for this big matchup between the Poland Bulldogs and the Boardman Spartans. Hello, everyone. Jim Craven with you, along with the coach, Bob Gessler, back this week. And soon to be joined by Justine Carney, going to help us out up here in the press box as she makes her way in as we get ready for the latter half of the season here. Poland with 3 games left on their schedule for 2024. It'll start today as they take on Boardman. Boardman coming in with a 12-2 record, impressively, for the Spartans on a team that has been together many years and even under the tutelage of Coach Lenhart. And for Poland, this will be one of their 3 last games. They'll take on Boardman today on the 1st. They will take on the Canfield Cardinals, and then on May 7th, they will take on the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Of course, they get the win over Mooney back on April 20th by a score of 10-5. The Bulldogs come in today on a 3-game win streak, winning 4 of their last 5 after the 0-4 start. And, Coach, you see as you go along under new head coach Kincaid Marakovich, I don't know if we can call him new anymore if you were 9 games into the season, but you see the improvement, and I think that's what everybody was looking for. So far, so good, cleaning up some of the things that they didn't do well earlier in the season. They've been much more competitive.
Well, again, we had the opportunity to talk to him early in the season, and I think he was getting not frustrated, but, he was trying to get his program in there. And as I told him, I said, I've been there, sir. I've taken over a few programs with football, and you're not going to fix it overnight. It's going to take time, and with as many games as they play, they'll get better, and it's proven that they've gotten better with the wins that they've gotten.
Certainly, and the players that you expected to step up certainly have. Cole Eaton and Connor Mold have put up astronomical points here for the Poland Bulldogs. Connor Mold over 50 points already this season, and Cole Eaton, of course, having a 6-goal game a couple of weeks ago, and that was only to be out. He was trying to outdo Connor Mold on his 6-game season as well. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem, and then we'll get this one started here. You are listening to Poland Bulldogs men's lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network. We're back right after this.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
Pre-game continues here at Pavlansky Field in Poland. Take a look at the starters for the 12-2 Boardman Spartans. And we'll start it off with number 4, sophomore C.J. Rice. Number 6, junior Kevin Montgomery. Sophomore, number 7, Luke DeJoseph. Sophomore, number 12, Tobias Sofran. The junior goalie, it'll be number 14, Hunter Richards. And the junior, number 5, Ashton Hoover. I believe he's changed numbers today. We were told from 16 to 5. We're trying to get some confirmation on that. And it'll be junior, number 19, Tony Pacharo. Number 11, it'll be sophomore, number 20, Eric Lenhart. And junior, number 25, Michael Demetrios. And, of course, junior, number 42, A.J. Murphy. Of course, the story with the Boardman Spartans. This team has been together for many years under Coach Scott Lenhart. He's really developed a great program here. And that is really the ideal thing. And if you go back to talking about the youth programs, this is a prime example of why you have them.
Yeah, here's the other thing. You got a lot of lower classmen in these on this. You got 11s, you got some 10th graders. So you're building a program, and these guys are pretty doggone good. So young team, and still, again, because they've been in the league as long as they have, and they're moving up as they go and winning seasons, winning teams as it progresses. And Coach will eventually get Poland there where he needs to be, and you'll see those numbers grow and wins and losses.
And absolutely, you are right. Chemistry key
Absolutely.
for the Boardman Spartans. Take a look at the starters for the Poland Bulldogs. We'll start it off with senior, number 0, Jacob Zura. It'll be senior, number 1, Giovanni Abito. It'll be sophomore, number 3, Alex Cook. And, of course, number 6, the sophomore, Connor Mold. And we will mention his name a lot today, I am sure. It'll be senior, number 8, Cole Eaton. Freshman, number 10, Max O'Brien. Senior, George Malis, Jason Ike, Nick Blanche, Jacob Ruba, and Ralph Mold in the net for Poland. We're going to step aside for our national anthem. And our nation's national anthem as we get closer to face-off here at Pavlansky Field. Poland, winner of 3 in a row here in recent times and 4 of 5. Started off with 4 losses, but then came back with a win against West Geauga. Dropped one to Southeast, was a little shorthanded that day, and then wins coming against Benedictine, Cardinal Mooney, and Hickory. Hickory having to come back in the fourth quarter to win that one. So we'll be looking to get to 500 today as teams meet out at midfield. Ralph Mold and Hunter Richards going to extend some pleasantries there, Coach. 2 guys that know each other, actually. As Connor Mold, his brother, a former goalie for the Ohio Prospects. Now for the Canton Akron Jets. I guess we can all come out and say that now. And Hunter Richards, a defenseman for the Ohio Prospects, an excellent hockey player. As we get ready for face-off here on a beautiful day. Again, partly cloudy, 82 degrees here. Nothing to complain about. As A.J. Murphy and Malis will fight for this one. Murphy now going to win this one. And Boardman will be moving right to left. Emerson Hare now with the ball. He'll send it back to the X. Trying to work around to the inside from the X. It'll be Kevin Montgomery with the ball now. He'll send it back up to Shaw. Shaw going to send it across field, looking for the inside. Craven trying to step in to take away the lane, but Boardman going to score on this one. 11:34 of the first quarter. And it's going to be Tony Pincharo that's going to put one in for Boardman.
Yeah, that was a little bit too quick. We got to start knocking these guys around a little bit and get a little bit more physical. And he ran right to the front of the goal, and it was basically an easy shot.
So not the way the Poland would want to start here, as Murphy and Malis will take the face-off again. Less than half a minute into this game. Boardman leads 1-0. Ball high up in the air, going to be picked up by Boardman. That'll be Pincharo. He'll send it down low to Montgomery. Montgomery to the near sideline. He'll have Zura in front of him. We have to send this one back up top to Pincharo. Pincharo working it over to Shaw. Shaw trying to work through the lane, but he's got to send it back to Pincharo. Pincharo went to take a shot. Craven going to step in, take the lane away. Ball back up top now as Shaw will reset the Boardman offense. He'll send it back over to Tony Pincharo. 11:06 left here, first quarter. And they'll try to work around the perimeter of the offense. Montgomery going to send it back out to the X. Ball mishandled by Luke DeJoseph, but he's going to pick it up no problem. DeJoseph now at the X. He'll work his way around, try to work around the pick of Emerson Hare. And a shot on goal for Boardman by Montgomery. He's going to go wide of the cage and out of bounds. Boardman will maintain possession. 10:48 left here, first quarter. Well, thank you for joining us here, whether you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or listening on the Live 365 network. Ball around the perimeter of Boardman now, looking for Lane to work to the inside. Bouncing pass. Looked like it might have been a shot, but it's going to be picked up by DeJoseph. DeJoseph, he's going to switch positions with Montgomery. He'll get over to Pincharo. Pincharo one-on-one with Craven. Pincharo going to take the shot, get past Mold. 10:23 of the first quarter. Boardman leads by a score of 2-0.
And they were on him defensively. He just spun out of there. As soon as he come out of the spin, he unloaded it to the net. Again, right in front of the net. Kind of an easy shot. So we've got to keep them out from the very front of this net, and we got to start playing a little better defense.
So Murphy and again, Malis again for the draw. They'll battle. Ball loose. Craven trying to step in to create a little bit of chaos as Pincharo is going to pick that up and bring it right down the middle of the field. Ball now loose, going to work around the back of the cage behind Mold. Head towards the out of bounds, and that should be Poland's ball. 10-12 left here, first quarter. Bulldogs just with their first possession of the game.
Got to start winning those faceoffs too, Jim. That's been critical for us.
He'll get this out to Zura. Zura to the near sideline. We'll feed it back to Mold. Mold with the man behind him. Don't know if he sees him, but he's going to have to send it back over to Zura, and it's going to be a turnover. Ball didn't come out of Ralph Mold's net the way he wanted it to. And it'll be Luke DeJoseph that'll bring it in for Boardman. DeJoseph going to work it down to the near side, try to get low, and he'll work back into the X position. He'll have Montgomery up high. Ball going to be all the way sent back up to Pincharo. Pincharo from the top. He'll have Craven in front of him defensively. Shaw to the far side. Went to take the shot, but he'll send it back to Pincharo. Pincharo bring it up high. He'll be the single man up top. Tony Pincharo working back and forth. Craven in his way. He'll have to send it back over to Shaw. Shaw going to send it low to the left of Mold. He'll try to work to the inside. And it'll be Zura going to take the lane away, and they're going to have to send it back up there. Shot on goal for Boardman. That's going to be Emerson Hare with Boardman's third goal of the day.
Tell you what, their passing is amazing. They get it right to each other. Very seldom you see something that the ball overthrown or under. And, I mean, they work hard to that net, and it shows that's why they're 3-0 right now. But Poland has got to get it on they got to get to our side.
And one of the things we've seen with Poland is they get the slow starts and have to battle from behind. They're not really built for that. Ball loose now is Malis. Battles for it. Craven trying to step in as well, and there's going to be a scrum. Ball's going to be loose again and remain loose here. As finally, I think it'll be Pincharo that's going to pick it up, and he'll finally get possession for Boardman. Tony Pincharo one-on-one with Craven. Going to work down the far side. As Catcott will make his way to the field for Poland. He'll send it back around to DeJoseph. Luke DeJoseph's going to step back, scan this field, and he'll get this one back out to Montgomery. Montgomery up top to Shaw. Brian Shaw going to send this one down to DeJoseph. Tries to get a spin move, has the inside lane again. Couldn't get a shot off. He'll have 4 white jerseys in front of him. Still has the ball as defensively Poland there. And it looks like Nick Blanche had a shot at the ball, but it's going to be loose, and DeJoseph will pick it up for Boardman. Pincharo now at the X position. Craven one-on-one with him. Trying to work to the inside. He's going to take a shot, wrap around the post. He's going to get the score for Boardman. 8:23 left here, first quarter. And Boardman leads 4-0.
I'll tell you what, Pincharo, he's a great player. Wow. He gets around, he does what he needs to do, and fantastic. He handles that ball quite well in the net. And, I mean, he has a goal, and he just shoots for it. And I'll tell you what, he's spot on every time.
8:23 left here, first quarter. Boardman with a 4-0 lead. Ball loose as Murphy will win this one and bring it straight down the field. Nobody in the way, but he'll send this one out to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to work to the inside. He'll have Craven in the way, and Montgomery will have to take it all the way back as Shaw and Monter will make their way to the field for Boardman. Spin move for Boardman. Going to take the shot. Stopped by Ralph Mold. 8:03 here. Send this one out to Blanche. Blanche near the sideline. Having a tough time handling that pass. And Blanche making his way up the sideline past the Boardman bench. He'll get this out to Zura. Zura for the first time today in Poland territory. Offensive territory. And it'll be Cole Eaton. Connor Mold now will have the ball. And he'll wait for Alex Cook and George Malis to make their way to the field. Poland defensively a little bit tired there as they get off the field. Jason Ike now with the ball at the X. He'll send it out to Cook. Cook back up top to Connor Mold. Mold going to trip up a little bit. He's going to get the ball. And it's going to be knocked away. That's going to be Eric Lenhart on the recovery. Lenhart downfield's defense tries to make its way to the field. Ball going to be loose as Montgomery will battle for it, but it'll be picked up by Lenhart. Ball knocked away again. And Maseko with a shot at it, but it's going to be picked up by Poland. And they're going to be on the run as the ball is going to come loose again in the Poland offensive zone. However, there's going to be a flag on the play. And I believe that's going to be a slash coming up against Boardman. 6:59 left here, first quarter. Boardman with a 4-0 lead. And a slash indeed. I believe that's going to be Eric Lenhart that will be serving the penalty on that. That's going to be a 1-minute infraction against Lenhart. Poland on the man advantage.
Now they got to make this count, Jim. They've got to go to that net as fast and as more times as possible.
So Connor Mold will get this one set from the field of play. Send it back out to Cook. Cook up high, over to Cole Eaton. Eaton to the far side, back to Cook. And back to Eaton. Eaton going to send it low, but nothing there. Cook now over to Mold. Mold sending it down low. Connor Mold looking for the lane. Try to send it over to Ike, but it's going to be picked off by Boardman. Boardman trying to work their way into their offensive zone. That's going to be Mikey Demetrius with the ball. Long stick going to take the shot. And it's going to bounce, going to be stopped by Ralph Mold. 6:21 left here at first quarter.
Great stop, Bob. That was an amazing stop. Sorry, Jim.
So Nick Blanche now down to Connor Mold. Mold dropped the ball, couldn't find it, and it's going to be picked up by Boardman. Boardman now working back into the offensive zone. Craven now trying to force him to the outside, take the lane away. He'll try to work around the pick of Emerson Hare. Ball loose now to the near side, and it'll remain Boardman's ball. 5:50 left here first quarter.
Ralph got a piece of it. Was able to divert it, but it went out of bounds.
So Pincharo now sending it to the far side. That'll be Shaw now setting up the offense. He'll send it back to Pincharo. Pincharo one-on-one with Josh Maseko. Pincharo now slipping up a little bit, going to drop the ball. Maseko had a shot at, but Pincharo got the ball, and he's going to go down. Maseko going to roll over him. No call here. Some contact, but no problem. As Shaw now will take the ball, send it down low to DeJoseph. And he tried to get it over to Montgomery. Montgomery couldn't handle the pass. It'll go out of bounds. And it'll be Poland's ball as Nick Blanche will bring this one in from behind the net of Ralph Mold. 5:19 left here first quarter. Boardman with a 4-0 lead. So up the far sideline will be Craven now looking for somebody to the inside. He'll send it all the way across the field, and he'll get this over to Jacob Zura. Zura now working down the sideline past the Poland bench. He'll send this one across the field. Try to get over to Jason Ike. Ike couldn't handle the pass. And it'll go out of bounds. Turnover for Poland. And you see a lot of the things we saw earlier in the season come up today and at a really bad time.
Yeah, it's just we're not sure on our passes. Turnovers have been horrible right now. And we got to keep them out from the center of that net. I mean, right in front every time.
Hunter Richards will come out of the crease. He'll scan the field and look to find an option here. 4:55 left here, first quarter. As Hunter sent this one down, but it'll be picked up by Nick Blanche at the other end of the field. Blanche looking for an option, going to be chased down. And finally, he'll get it over to Craven. Craven now sending it to Maseko. Maseko in the middle of the field. And tried to get it down to Jason Ike. Ike couldn't see the ball again. Thought he had it in his net. Went to rebound. That ball head out of bounds. Another turnover for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I tell you what, he catches that ball. He's got a nice clean shot to the net. He had nobody in front of him.
So I don't believe that Hunter Richards has even faced a shot yet. Richards with a 56.5% save average. Ball loose now, picked up by Poland in the defensive zone. They're going to bring it right down the middle of the field. Maseko looking for Connor Mold. And Mold will step back, and he'll wait for Cole Eaton to come on the field as well as Alex Cook. Mold going to slow it down now. 3:55 left here, first quarter. Poland trail them by a score of 4-0. Mold looking to work past Lenhart. Takes a shot. It's going to be stopped by Hunter Richards, but he won't be able to keep the rebound. Jason Ike will have it, and he'll work around to the far side, try to get it back over to Cole Eaton, and Eaton rotating it back up to Connor Mold. Eaton and Mold now working from the high spots. Eaton trying to work to the inside. Couldn't find a shot. Lost the ball. And it looked like Rice had a shot at it for Boardman, but it's going to be picked up by Boardman and brought down the far sideline. Boardman slowing down, going to get it into next to the net, and it's going to be a bounce shot into the net. That's going to be Emerson Hare with his second goal of the day. 3:05 left here, first quarter.
Poland's got to get back. When we misplace the ball and they intercept it, they're getting down there faster than we are, and we're just not getting our defensemen back there enough to disrupt their offense. And they've been getting clean shots at that net.
Yeah, transitions seem to be the problem here, among other things, for Poland here in this first quarter. Murphy and Malis for the draw. Murphy going to win this one clean. Step back in the defensive zone as adjustments are made. Craven now stepping up in front of Murphy. Murphy now going to take it around the perimeter. Try to slow things down as he gets the ball out to Pincharo. Pincharo coming from the sideline. He'll have Shaw to the far side. He'll feed it over to Brian. Brian Shaw trying to work into the slot. He'll work around Catcott. Inside, takes a shot, and it's going to be a stop by Ralph Mold. Ball head out of bounds. Should remain Spartans ball here. 2:35 left first quarter. Emerson Hare going to bring this one in. Again, 2 goals for him today so far. The Joseph now from the X position. He'll send it up to Montgomery. Montgomery working it around. Out to Pincharo, and Pincharo going to have Shaw to the far side. Shaw went to take the shot, thought better. Send it over to Joseph. Craven trying to get inside there as well. And a shot, but it could be recovered by Craven. Craven now back to the inside, getting back past Tony Pincharo. Going to lose the ball, trying to find an option here. And we're going to have a flag here, I believe. That's going to be a check from behind on Boardman. 1:58 left here, first quarter, and Poland will go to the man advantage.
Now we got to press a little bit on these. When we got that man advantage, we have got to press to the goal, and we got to take more shots. I understand what they try to do, but if it's a minute penalty, by the time they get guys set up, it's off.
So Eaton now looking for work to the inside. Going to take the shot, bounce over the net. That'll be Jason Ike on the shot. It'll go over the head of Hunter Richards and out of bounds. 1:45 left in the first quarter. Poland now working around the perimeter. Ike going to send this one all the way across to Sobrian. Sobrian couldn't handle it, and it's going to head out of bounds with 1:32 left in the first quarter.
Another turnover. Can't have these. We have the momentum going, and we can't turn the ball over like that.
Shaw now with nobody in front of him, headed right down on the transition. Shaw looking to take the shot. He'll feed it over, but it'll be Rothenbuehler's going to step in and take away any hopes for that. Shaw now recovered the ball. He'll have Craven in front of him one-on-one. There's 2 that know each other rather well.
It's one he didn't chuck him into the glass.
So Pincharo working to the inside, work past Catcott. And Pincharo sent us over to Shaw. Shaw with a wide open shot, but it's going to go wide of the cage. and out of bounds. 1:03 left here, first quarter. And, of course, Will Craven and Brian Shaw spending several years on the Youngstown Phantoms youth hockey program. DeJoseph now sending this back out to the top. Try to get it to Shaw. Overshot him. C.J. Rice, the closest one for Boardman, as well as Jason Ike. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be Poland's ball. As Connor Mold will go to the far side. He'll infield this with 48 seconds left here, first quarter. Mold from the far side. Now Cole Eaton up high. Alex Cook working down into the slot. Eaton trying to work down to the inside. Nowhere to go. He'll take the shot, and it's going to go high over the cage again. I think Hunter Richards got a bit of that. And it'll send it out of bounds. Ike back out to Mold. Mold trying to work to the inside. He'll look for that low shot. And Mold, that's going to be Cole Eaton with the ball. 6'8", a little hard to see sometimes. Now it is Connor Mold with the ball to the outside. Trying to work past Lenhart. Take a shot. Going to be stopped by Hunter Richards. Richards going to bring this out of the crease, send it right down the middle of the field. And he's going to hit Chris Fleet with the ball. Fleet now to the far side. Sending it back across to Montgomery. Montgomery trying to work past Zura. And Montgomery will send all the way down to DeJoseph. DeJoseph couldn't handle the ball that well, and it's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Pavlansky Field in Poland, where the Boardman Spartans have a 5-0 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.
We'll switch sides of the field here. Hunter Richards will be into the cage to our left. Ralph Mold will be in the net to our right. As Boardman takes a 5-0 lead into the second quarter here. Poland trying to get something together, reset after having a great run recently. 3 wins in a row, 4 out of 5 for the Bulldogs, just coming off the win over Hickory over at Westminster College. By the way, a very nice facility over there as they get the 9-7 win over the Hornets.
You know, I'm going to make I've been here for many games raining, and yet it's dry out, and we're finding guys falling down on the field. I'm kind of shocked about that.
Oddly enough.
That's a little surprise there.
So Murphy and Malis for the face-off. Murphy will win this one. Well, ball's still going to be loose here. Craven now stepping in to try to pick it up as well. The long stick mini going to not be able to pick this one. Boardman going to have it now as they work to the inside, send it out to the X. Try to get out to DeJoseph. DeJoseph was looking for the wraparound. Ball still loose now as there's going to be a scrum for it. Craven going to step in here, try to work over top of somebody actually, and it looks like the ball is going to head out of bounds, and Zura was the closest one to it. And it'll remain Boardman ball with 11:43 left here in this first half. Pincharo and Monter checking in for Boardman, as well as Brian Shaw. Shaw to the near side now. Boardman working left to right if you're listening on the Live 365 app or TuneIn. And DeJoseph with Rothenbuehler in front of him. We'll send this one down out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. Poland going to take over. 11:19 left in the second quarter.
Well, we'll take that turnover. That was a good one. We needed that. So we got to come down here and we got to get some scores now.
Zura sending us out to Craven. Craven on his way down during the transition here. He'll get out to Connor Mold. Mold been put in check here so far. 11-10 left here second quarter as the defense will make its way to the sideline. And George Malis will make his way out for the Poland Bulldogs. Mold now trying to work past Lenhart. Working to the inside. And all the way around the perimeter of the offense. He'll get it out to Jason Ike. Ike sending it to the far side. He'll be to the left of Hunter Richards. He'll try to work to the inside and work past C.J. Rice. Ball now out to Alex Cook. Alex Cook back up top, single man. Under some pressure. Trying to work around the Bourbon defense, but he'll get this back out to Connor Mold. Mold, more of the scoring threat for Poland, as Eric Lenhart will have the obligation to guard him, and he'll get it over to Cole Eaton. Eaton trying to work to the inside. Gets it to Mold. Mold going to take this golf shot, and he's going to score. 10-11 of the second quarter. Poland finally gets on the board, but Boardman leads by a score of 5-1.
Much more aggressive on that one, passing it around, working more to the net, looking for the open guy, and that's exactly what they got. So they were patient going in there, but pressing at the same time. That was a good job by the Poland offense. Outstanding. Now, we just got to hold them on defense, get it back, let's get another score. Keep it tight.
And we talked about the slow starts. That's been an issue for Poland. Certainly a team you don't want to do that against us. Craven going to step in for the face-off with the long stick, nonetheless. So we'll see how he does against Murphy. And that's, again, fighting out of his weight class there. Ball loose, and he'll force Murphy back. Ball going to be picked up by Poland, so that'll be a draw win by Poland. Catcott working to the inside. He'll get the ball over to Ike. Ike trying to find somebody up top there, and they'll get it out to Connor Mold. Mold going to work it around the perimeter, wait for Cole Eaton to set up, as well as George Malis. Malis will jog his way down to the near side and into the slot in front of Hunter Richards. Mold looking to take a shot here. Nothing there, but he'll send it down low. Send it out behind the cage, but quickly they'll take away the lane on that. Boardman defensively right on point. Poland being patient now, working around the perimeter in the box. Connor Mold now with Lenhart in front of him. Mold trying to work past Lenhart, and he'll have to send it back to the X. That'll be Ike. Ike was looking for somebody in the slot. That was Malis, but Malis couldn't get open. Ball now back out to Eaton. 9:15 left here, second quarter. Eaton trying to work past Demetrius. Eaton now working back around, trying to spin out of it, but he'll have to send it back up to Cook. Cook going to take the shot, and it's going to go off the post. Actually, they're going to say it went in and went off the post, Coach.
There we go. That's it. Now we're getting better.
9 minutes left here in the second quarter. Poland with their second goal in just a minute 11. And that's going to be Alex Cook on the score.
More control, better passing, more aggressive on the net. That's what we need now. Now we got to just get Craven on this face-off. He should. He's a hockey player.
And if you take a look at the matchup, not really key for the Bulldogs here as you look at A.J. Murphy. And, again, these two have played together, so they know each other rather well. And Craven, the long stick defensive midi. So, again, a little bit odd, but the officials will step in and say that's okay. And we talk about Will Craven, of course, a little biased on him, but he does fight out of his weight class a lot. So a lot of heart there, but you tease him from time to time and say, even pound for pound, you're as strong. Sometimes you just don't have that many pounds. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. 9 minutes left here, second quarter. We're going to step aside for a quick break. You are listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
So I understand that. Shane, you need somebody that's going to be quicker, that's all.
9 minutes left here, second quarter. Poland grabbing some of the momentum here. They still trail Boardman by a score of 5-2. Some adjustments being made here. It looks like Will Craven taking the face-off for Boardman and kind of having a little bit of a success there. George Malis maybe a little bit injured there as he takes the draws against A.J. Murphy. And make no mistake, Murphy, a big, strong kid and only a junior. He'll have another year to come back.
Well, maybe they looked at Will being a little bit quicker on his feet and maybe he's just a little bit hands quicker. We don't know if Malis is okay. He's walking to the sideline, so it looks like Mr. Craven will be out there for the face-off.
Well, if you go with the football theory, he's going to be the low man.
Yeah.
I'm not worried. He never goes back and listens to these anyway. So.
No, that's a good thing.
9 minutes left here, second quarter. Boardman with a 5-2 lead over the Bulldogs. They took a 5-0 lead in the first quarter. Poland now looking to put something together here. In a minute and 11, they put up 2 goals. Craven and Murphy for the draw now. And ball loose, but it's going to be won by Murphy. Craven, though, going to knock it out of his net, and it's going to be loose for the scrum. Murphy still trying to fight for it. And finally, Boardman will get it. It looked like Lenhart had it, but he's going to be chased down by Sobrian. He'll quickly try to get it out into the Boardman offensive zone, and he'll finally be able to settle things down as Montgomery will have it and bring it down the far sideline. Chased down by Zura. Zura trying to work around him, taking some swipes at him. But now it'll be Emerson Hare at the X, sending it over to Hoover. Shaw now looking to work to the inside past Josh Maseko. Pincharo now trying to work her across Craven. He's going to drop the ball. Craven going to knock it loose. And Zura is going to step in and knock this way away from Montgomery. And now Zura down the far sideline trying to work past Shaw. Shaw has the angle. And Zura will have to get rid of it down low. They'll work to the inside. And Poland's going to have a shot at it. Couldn't get it off as the 4 red jerseys will picked up, knocked out the lane. And Boardman now trying to work back into the offensive zone. So Fran sending the ball down. Ball going to be loose now as Alex Cook's going to have it, but he's going to have it knocked away. A lot of contact here as now Connor Mold has it. And that's the guy you want to have the ball when you got open field. Mold now going to send this one to try. Overshot Eaton. Ball's going to be loose midfield. And George Malo is going to be the closest player to it. And he'll pick it up for Poland. 7:33 left here second quarter. Boardman with a 5-2 lead. Cole Eaton out to the near side, up high. He'll slow things down a little bit. Looks like Poland does a little better job when they're patient. Poland now Eaton one-on-one with Lenhart. He'll take the shot, and it's going to go over the cage. Hunter Richards with an attempted split save. And, Coach, if I did that, I think I would be...
Just call me Sally.
Yep, I think it would be a rough night trying to sleep. Poland now from around the X. It's going to be Ike. Ike trying to work past C.J. Rice, and they'll get it up high to Eaton. Eaton going to send it across the field to Connor Mold, up high across the field. Mold trying to work to the inside. Eaton now with a lane, going to take the shot. It's going to be stopped by Hunter Richards. 6:55 left here second quarter.
I like the aggressive on the net. That's what we got to do. And now they're starting to go, toe-to-toe with them, banging them around and stuff.
So Eaton now with the ball up high. He'll get this one from Ike. Eaton trying to work past Lenhart. Lenhart getting physical, going to knock down Eaton. Ball going to come loose. Flag's going to come out. We're going to have a push. And I believe that's just going to be a possession change as Poland will keep the ball. Don't believe we're going to have anybody in the box. Oh, I take that back. I apologize. Eric Lenhart. And it's going to be a 30-second penalty with 6:42 left here in this second quarter as Alex Cook will get this one started from up high. Connor Mold to the far side. Oh, I apologize. Mold with the ball. Now over to Cook. Cook now over to Eaton. Eaton back and forth with Cook. Cole Eaton. The point here is Connor Mold now works it down low. Mold, the man that Boardman will have to watch. Probably the best pure athlete on the field, actually. As Cook now has tried to step up, take the shot, nothing there. He'll wisely send us down there. That's going to be a shot on goal by Eaton. Eaton was in the slot, got fed from Connor Mold. And it was a great opportunity, but shot it over the cage.
Yep. Got to just aim a little bit lower. We had a problem with that the last time where they were shooting it high.
Ike to bring this out from the X, trying to work behind the net of Hunter Richards. He'll have Max O'Brien up top. O'Brien looking to feed Cole Eaton in the slot, but couldn't get him on the cut. And now O'Brien trying to work around Bennett Sofran. Poland going to have to slow it down now as they'll send it behind the net and then back out to Malis. Malis trying to get it to Cole. Eaton overshot it, and Eaton's couldn't control it. Looks like they weren't on the same page on that one. As Boardman now with the ball, it's going to be Ashton Hoover trying to work around it, and it's going to be Rothenbuehler. It's going to knock it away, and he's going to bring it down to the near sideline and into the Poland offensive zone. Had some contact there. Ball came loose. It's going to go out of bounds, and Boardman's going to get the turnover. Tony Pincharo doing a good job there, knocking the ball loose. Oh, I take that back. I thought they signaled that it was going to be Boardman.
Yeah, they maintained, Jim.
Okay, so they're going to say that the ball went I thought he pushed him out of bounds, but nonetheless, from our angle, no big deal. 5:12 left here, second quarter.
Let's see if our camera girl can see that on the instant replay.
The always awesome Justine Carney here working the camera for us today, bringing you everything. As Connor Mold tried to work to the inside, nothing there. They'll try to get it out to Connor Casey, but he'll look to send it back into the X. And George Malis now from behind the net, sending it over to Alex Cook. Cook couldn't handle the pass. He's going to be chased down. That looks like it's going to be A.J. Murphy behind him. Cook's going to probably want to move a little faster than that, as he's going to try to find some room to run. Finally, he'll work his way around A.J. Murphy through the pick of Connor Mold. Max O'Brien now taking the push from behind. Ball loose. No call on the play. 4:30 left here, second quarter. Boardman with a 5-2 lead. And they'll get this ball over to Hunter Richards. He'll bring it out of the crease. Hunter bringing it way out of the crease. And they'll send this one all the way down to Mike Demetrius. Mikey Demetrius now going to try to take a little bit of a golf pass there. He tried to get it out to Emerson Hare, but that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. And Ralph Mold will bring this one in as he steps out of the crease. He'll have Emerson Hare in front of him. Mold sending it to the far side. Now Poland working it up the sideline. 4:07 left here, second quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 5-2. Poland was down 5-0 at one point.
They've done a better job defensively, and they're holding Boardman to the 5. I just wish they wouldn't have scored it so fast.
Yeah, certainly Poland now with a larger time of possession than they had in the first quarter. As Alex Cook will try to work around. Ball going to come loose. Cook still fighting for it and is going to be knocked off the ball as Mikey Demetrius playing good defense for Boardman, and it's going to be picked up by Ashton Hoover. Hoover looked around. Nobody there. No red jerseys, so they'll have to slow this one down. They'll have to wait for Pincharo, Shaw, and Austin Monter to make their way to the field, as Pincharo now will have it to set it to the far side. Craven in front of him defensively for Poland. Maseko now in the center. Rothenbuehler. Boardman going to take a shot from around the post. And that's going to be Emerson Hare, and that's going to put Boardman up 6-2 with 3:10 left here, second quarter.
He ran just right past our defenseman, and he was able to get around the net and just flung it in. We just have to do a better job staying with our men, watching where the ball's at, and be a little bit more aggressive.
So 6-2 is the score. Boardman with the lead. Craven back out for the faceoff. He'll take this one against A.J. Murphy. Not sure if this was a strategic change or an injury change. As ball's going to come loose. Murphy had the ball. Craven going to knock it away. The long stick defensive midi creating some havoc there on the faceoff, something they weren't getting before. Craven going to knock it goose again. It's going to head out of bounds. And it's going to go out, and they're going to say Boardman ball.
Oh, bad call, Jim, them officials, I'll tell you. I just love them and kickers. Thank God we don't have any kickers on the field.
Tony Pincharo now to send this out to midfield. He'll send this one out to Austin Monter. Monter going to work it down the far side, and he'll get it over to Hoover. Hoover worked in the inside, but he'll send it back to Pincharo. Pincharo one-on-one with Maseko. Maseko going to slow him down, not giving him much up, and it's going to be Zura stepping in as well. Shaw now going to have to reset the Boardman offense. So he'll send it back up to Montgomery. Montgomery Looking to get it Pincharo on the far side. Shot on goal for Boardman. It's going to be Austin Monter. It'll go wide, head out of bounds, and Emerson Harrell will bring it in for the Boardman Spartans.
Pincharo did a great job. I'll tell you what, he's frustrating Pincharo, but we got to stay on him because he's probably one of the best players out on that field.
Over to the near side, going to send it up high. Got it to Montgomery. Montgomery with Craven in front of him. Shaw laterally across from Montgomery. Trying to work to the inside. And not going to be able to do it. Tried to work past Rothenbuehler as well, but Hare now with the ball at the X will send it to the far side. Pincharo with Josh Maseko in front of him. Shaw back to Pincharo. Pincharo looking to work to the inside again, and he'll get it out to Hoover. Hoover going to take the shot, going to go wide of the cage. Ashton Hoover, the junior for Boardman, going to miss that one, but the Spartans will maintain possession. Hare will bring this one in. He'll try to work around the pick of Austin Monter to find some room. Get it into the slot, going to shoot it over his head, but no damage is done as Montgomery will have the ball. As Coach mentioned, a lot of underclassmen here for Boardman. They get a great look coming up for their senior season. Shot on net. It's going to go wide of the cage for Montgomery. 6-2 is your score. Boardman with the lead. 1:37 left here in this half. Poland coming in today at 4-5. Boardman at 12-2. Pincharo to the far side, sending it back up to Montgomery. He'll have a shot to his right. He'll send it back down low to Hoover. Hoover, a little trouble handling the ball, but Craven going to be one-on-one with him, trying to work around the pick of Shaw. Hoover going to run into Rothenbuehler as well. As Pincharo tries to work to the inside, he'll take the shot over Josh Maseko, but it's going to go wide of the cage and out of bounds. And Pincharo, he likes to shoot that ball from all different angles, which creates a really tough time for any defenseman.
And he's fast. He's quick on his feet. He's always juking guys. I'll tell you what, he is a pretty good lacrosse player. I wonder if he runs the football as well.
Hoover now working to the inside. Look, was going to take the shot, but he'll send it to the far side back to Hoover. Hoover going to take the shot again. It's going to be stopped by Ralph Mold, and he'll bring it back into the crease. Everybody will reset. And Ralph Mold will send this one out to the far side to Zura. Zura bringing up the far sideline, right to left. He'll get it out to Connor Mold with just under 40 seconds left here in this first half. Cole Eaton going to make his way to the field, and Poland will try to make one more run towards a goal here. Eaton now to the inside. Oh. Couldn't get the shot off. Going to take it anyway. Going to go wide of the cage with 24 seconds left here in the half. And Cole Eaton, if he could have got his feet set, would have had that shot.
Yeah, he had a shot at it. I thought he was going to spin and pop it in from the back, but he did not.
So Poland now with the ball. This will be Eaton trying to work to the inside. Ball's going to come loose, picked up by Boardman with 13 seconds left in the half. And Rothenbuehler going to take away the lane of Lenhart. Lenhart overshoots Hare on the pass. It's going to go out of bounds with 5 seconds left. Poland defensively will make their adjustments as Alex Zedeker will make his way out to the field. Long pass downfield for Poland. And that's going to bring us to the end of the first half here at Pavlansky Field on the campus of Poland Seminary High School, where Boardman takes a 6-2 lead into the half. We're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to start foraging wild berries.
I was skeptical, but these are actually pretty good.
You don't need to sell your soul to the devil.
$15 is the best I can do.
You just need FeedThePig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at FeedThePig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all got to see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Located in Applewood Estates in Boardman Township, the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club offers a pleasant family environment. Choose a membership that meets your needs and enjoy a relaxing venue that includes not only swimming for the family, but also youth activities such as competitive swimming, tennis, and more. Enjoy the friendly atmosphere all summer long with the staff and members of the Applewood Swim and Tennis Club. For more information, go to applewoodswimandtennis.com or call 330-953-2833.
In the Valley, football is king, and the Mahoning Valley Federals are looking to build the 2024 roster with talent forged in this area to compete for a Tri-Point Football League championship. If you're 18 and older and looking to return to the gridiron, call General Manager John Galbraith at 330-540-1099 or visit the team on Facebook at Mahoning Valley Federals Developmental Football. The Mahoning Valley Federals, honoring the football tradition in the Valley.
The storks are bringing me a baby brother! We can do this together!
All right, let's go. Storks know how to keep kids safe. Do you?
What? Oh my gosh, you don't know.
I know.
You don't? Oh man, you laugh when you're uncomfortable.
No. Making sure your child is in the right car seat is one of the steps to safer travel.
I will rock this!
You will rock this! To know for sure that your child is in the right car seat for their age and size, visit safercar.gov/the right seat. Cool. Very cool. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
It's important to plan ahead for emergencies, like the storm. When it kicked in, we had a plan.
Separated.
We were able to get in touch with each other in no time.
Idea how to find each other.
The whole experience was fine.
the most frightening 10 hours of my life.
If there's one piece of advice I'd offer other moms out there, it's to stay calm and keep to the plan.
Message.
Some parents plan ahead, some don't. Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier. Then make sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Halftime continues here at Pavlansky Field in Poland. Boardman with a 6-2 lead over the Bulldogs, and scoring got started pretty quick here, Coach. 11:34 of the first quarter. Be Tony Pincharo that would hit the back of the net, and he would follow that one up with one at 10:23. It'd be Emerson Hare at 9:26 of the first quarter. Would give Boardman a 3-0 lead, and then Pincharo would find the back of the net again. He would have a hat trick in the first quarter, and not to be outdone, it would be Emerson Hare with his second goal of the quarter at 3:05. Second quarter, Poland would get something going here as Connor Mold would hit the back of the net with 10:11 left in the second quarter, followed by Alex Cook at 9 minutes even of the second quarter. And then Emerson Hare would find a way past Ralph Mold as he would add the 6th goal of the day for Boardman. Spartans go into the locker room with a 6-2 lead. Want to remind you, coming up here in the next couple weeks, we'll start off May 11th as the crew will travel to Warren, Michigan, as the Cleveland Cobras will take on the Michigan Gators. That will be the first game of the season for the Cobras. And interesting dynamic, Coach, here. We'll talk a little bit of football as the Cobras in the Tri-Point Football League, they will not get their regular season started until the first Saturday of June. The Players Football Association will start their regular season on May 11th. However, they were looking to fill the schedule, so the Cobras will go to Michigan for what they would consider a preseason game, although we know at that level it still counts towards your national rankings. And the Michigan Gators will play their first official game of the season for the PFA. So two different dynamics for those teams there, but a big challenge for the Cobras going up to play a really good organization in the Michigan Gators.
My question is when was the last time you saw a gator up in Lake Michigan?
Well, it depends on what lake you go to. We talk about Hunter Richards. We've been up to Union Lake. And,
that's different.
There are some lizards up there, but I don't know if they quite equate to a gator. But nonetheless, we certainly look forward to heading up there in the next couple weeks to open the Cleveland Cobras football season as Coach Adam Rogerson and owner Jesse Caldwell look to put together a great season. But, you take a look at the Cobras. They were in the GDFL just a few years ago. You had teams like the Erie Express, the WPA Wildcats, the Columbus Fire. They are back in that situation this year now as the Tri-Point Football League has a Tier 1 and Tier 2. So the league more regional now, but Cleveland, of course, and always stepping up to that Tier 1. They want to compete. And you and I know that that's a tough go at it when you play all of those teams and then start off your season with a game against the Michigan Gators. And as the announcement has been made today, they will also take on the number 1 team in the nation in the Detroit Ravens on May 18th. So, again, a big challenge for the Cobras. But if you go through those games, Coach, you're battle-tested for that Tri-Point Football League season.
Yeah, I've always said if you could play the best, that's going to put you where you need to be. To go in and beat some of these teams, when you're beating a team 50-0 at the half, does nothing for you because then you have to go play a quality football team, and you're in a whirlwind there, and it's a little bit tough. And so I always said I thought our talent was good enough to play anybody. And, when we won our championship, I'll tell you what, I don't believe there would have been any team that could have beat us. We were strong, we were big and fast and smart, and that's what I like. Tough guys.
And certainly one of the things you look at this level, and I think that's something that younger teams have to be explained to, is it's about when you peak at the right time.
Yeah.
Is getting better as the season goes on. Teams have come out and they've gone 2-3-0 and then lost the remainder of their games because other teams have peaked at that right time.
Right.
And certainly, with Cleveland playing at this level and with the speed and skill that they're going to see in those 2 weeks, I don't know if you'll see much better than that first part of the schedule. And as Coach Adam Rogerson and I were chatting back and forth, that's a kind of schedule that as a player you really want. You really want to see those top teams and see how you compare.
Now, how many of the Cobras, we haven't really talked about their players and stuff. How many of them are new going in this year? Do we see a new running backs, quarterbacks? I know I saw a couple of linemen that looked like they had been there for a few years, but are we going back with Slap or what's?
Yeah, certainly Dave Thompson will be at the helm for the Cleveland Cobras, and he's got himself in pretty good shape here. Came back out of, I guess retirement you'll call it, and now certainly looks like the Spartans taking over the leadership of that team. So,
that's good.
Again, big challenges coming up, and we look forward to the bus trips going up to Michigan.
He there for a while, he looked like he was going to play nose man, but he must have thinned down pretty good.
And he's done a good job here, putting the work in, and certainly knows he's got some talent around him.
Sure. He reminded me of Mike Withrow. Kind of built the same way, but you know what? Got the job done.
Certainly
he did what he needed to do. So he's done a great job up there. Played hard, does what he got to do. Smart quarterback. That's what I like to see. Makes his adjustments and does what he needs to do.
Well, we'll give him the old, poke high. Threw 5 touchdowns in the championship game. So,
there you go.
So certainly we miss Mike Withrow there. His son playing for Brookfield. I believe graduated last year.
Yeah,
if
receiver.
I'm not mistaken.
He should have been out last year, I do believe. Good player. Very good player. I don't know if he's going anywhere. I'd like to know if he is.
So certainly we are excited for football season, but right now it is lacrosse as both teams make their way back to the field. Craven and Murphy again for the face-off. A fresh 12 minutes up on the board here as we start third quarter action in Poland. Boardman with a 6-2 lead. And Craven again on the face-offs. Hasn't won them all, but he's created some chaos there as Murphy now had the ball. Craven going to knock it away all the way back into the Poland defensive zone. Still loose on the turf. And Murphy finally got control of it. And Craven just being kind of a pest there, Coach.
Yes, he was. But that's what you want up there. You don't want him to have a go and run straight down the center.
So DeJoseph now with the ball, looking for a wraparound. He'll try to work to the inside, but he'll have to send it out to Montgomery. Montgomery back to the top. It'll be Pincharo Craven in front of him, send it back to Shaw. Shaw with Rothenbuehler in front of him. Maseko stepping in to take away the shot from Hoover. And back over to Pincharo Craven. One-on-one with him. Looks like it's going to be a man. There's shot on goal by DeJoseph. Going to go wide. Boardman will maintain possession. 11:23 left here in this third quarter as we get the second half rolling.
Well, change the possession, Jim. Give it to Poland.
All right, so Ralph Mold now looking to pick the ball up. Switch balls there. I don't know if he just didn't like that one.
I don't know if you saw that one sitting in the end zone. That's all.
So the officials give the signal for play here. He'll send this back into the slot. Poland picking up the ball, going to bring it down the near sideline with some speed. That's going to be Catcott working his way around. Caden Catcott right down the slot. Going to lose the ball, though. Had a path, but ball loose again in the slot, and it's going to be picked up by Hunter Richards. Richards going to send this one out.
As he was coming down, Jim, he wasn't rolling his stick, and therefore the ball came right out.
Craven now to the far side, going to be one-on-one with the Boardman defensive midi. He'll come to the sideline. Craven and Maseko in the center of the defense for Poland. Ball now back to DeJoseph at the X position. He'll send it back out there. Going to be to Pincharo, but Craven going to step in. So he'll have to send it back over to Shaw. Shaw one-on-one with Maseko, trying to spin around. Maseko doing a good job. Great footwork. Pincharo now with the shot, going to go wide of the cage. Craven leaving him there. Thought that Shaw was going to slide over.
Right.
And got it to Pincharo for the open shot.
Yeah, I think Coach said, got to settle down a little bit. Told Craven he's got to stay with them, I believe.
So 10:28 left here in this third quarter. Boardman with a 6-2 lead. DeJoseph now trying to work this one around. Ball to Pincharo taking the shot. And it looks like it's going to go in. 10:17 of the third quarter. Boardman gets their 7th goal of the day, and it's going to be the 4th for Pincharo.
I'll tell you what, he is he's a great player. I don't know if we know if he's had any offers yet or whatever, because I believe he is a junior, I believe.
And I do think you're right, Coach.
And but I'll tell you what, he's going to get some looks. This young man, first of all, he could flat out fly. He's got some good moves, and he could motor.
Yeah, you see two young squads here, guys like Tony Pincharo and Connor Mold, and some players that really could develop over the next year.
Mr. Malis is back at.
Craven now going to pick this one up. It's going to be knocked away by Murphy. Ball still loose on the turf. Malis tried to step in. He'll lose a stick. Ball still loose. And then somebody else lost their stick there. I'm not sure who that was. I see everybody with a stick, but there's an extra one.
Yeah, everybody was going after the ball, and nobody had a stick in their hand.
All right, so Poland will take possession here. 10:17 left here, third quarter. Fast-paced game here. So, and just speaking of lacrosse generally, so
yeah.
As Cole Eaton now will send this one over to Connor Mold. Mold one-on-one with Lenhart. Eric Lenhart, the junior. Mold trying to find the ball, dropped it. But he'll be able to recover it. Lenhart trying to push him back out there. Mold now trying to work around the pick of Alex Cook, but no go there as Cook will head back down into the slot. Eaton to the far side now. He'll be lateral from Mold, trying to work his way down low. Mold going to slide over as Eaton now will feed this to Mold with Lenhart in front of him. Connor Mold going to take the shot, and a great stop by Hunter Richards, and he lost it.
That's in.
It's going to go to the right side with 9:36 here. Hunter Richards couldn't hold on. It looked like a great save, but it's going to end up as a goal for Boardman.
Well,
Poland.
Yeah, I was watching the defense, and the defense wasn't paying any attention to him, and he had the ball, and they were looking around him, and I'm glad he saw that, and he had a straight shot at the goal. That was a magnificent job. But Richards, I think he lost it, had it, and then it dribbled out of his net and went right in. I saw that thing go in, and I didn't know if they were going to call it, but they did.
7-3 is the score. Boardman with the lead. Ball loose now after the center field draw. Here still loose as Murphy now will have it, trying to work to the inside. Craven going to be in front of him, trying to take the angle away. He'll send it down low. It'll be Blanche with the shot on defense in front of Hoover. Took the shot. It's going to go off the post. Don't believe that one went in. 9:21 left here, third quarter. Some groans from the crowd thinking that maybe that thing went in and came back out, but Pincharl now will bring it in from the top, send it over to Shaw. Shaw to the near side high. He'll send it down to Montgomery. He'll have Hair at the X, but he'll have to bring it back up top and get it to Brian Shaw. Shaw to the far side now as Pincharl will send it down low to Hoover. Hoover sending it back up, and he'll continue to move it around the offense. He'll take the shot on goal, and it's going to be Brian Shaw with the goal, 8:51 of the third quarter. Shaw gets his first goal of the day.
He kind of stepped left and then went to the net, and instead of our defenseman, I didn't see who was on him, giving him a good chuck and knocking him off his feet, he let him get around him and just tried to hit him with the stick. Instead, he was already wound up and ready to go.
8-3 is the lead for Boardman. Craven now coming in for the face-off for the Bulldogs. Alex Zedeker now going to replace Craven defensively on the far side of the field. Again, we don't know if this is a strategic thing or some issues going on for George Malis. Ball loose on the turf as Craven and Murphy battle. Murphy will win this one as he'll have to recover it from the Spartans' defensive zone. He'll send it down to Montgomery. Montgomery one-on-one with Josh Maseko. Maseko with the push. He'll have to reset, and he'll get it out to Pincharl. Pincharl had a complete lane there. He's got an opportunity to take a shot. He'll feed it into the slot, and it'll be looked like it was going to take a shot on goal. I thought that was going to be Monter, but the ball loose now as it heads out of bounds behind the cage. 8:27 left here. Third quarter, Boardman with an 8-3 lead. Hoover now trying to work around the post. Takes a shot, golf shot, and it's going to go in with 8:20 left in the third quarter. Boardman takes a 9-3 lead.
A lot of guys standing in front of that net, Jim. They got to get to the ball. I understand they got to stay in the zone, but they have got to, when he's in there and you know he's going to wrap it around, they got to get over there and get to him.
So 8:20 left here in this third frame. Boardman with a 9-3 lead. Craven going to take the face off. Boardman going to have a new face-off specialist as well. Ball loose, going to head back into the Poland defensive zone, picked up by Lenhart. Lenhart looking to take a shot. Feed it to Montgomery. Montgomery with the spin. Send it back across to Lenhart. Lenhart going to take the shot, and he'll score with 8:12 left in the third quarter.
Another quick goal. Can't have it. We've got to play some defense where we've got to move our feet. We're just a little bit slow. It's either we're a little slow or Boardman's that much faster than us, but we have got to do a better job.
10-3 is the Boardman lead. You talk about the momentum for Poland. They grab it, but it's for such a brief time.
Right.
And then end up with a 7-goal deficit. Not really built to play from behind like that, as we'll have a false start. And Poland will get the ball. Malis bringing this in for the Bulldogs. He'll infield it. Poland now into their offensive zone. Eaton with the shot. Takes a bouncer, and it's going to go wide of the cage. Poland maintain possession. 8 minutes left here, third quarter.
Yeah, at this point, Jim, you got nothing to lose. You got to take as many quick shots at the goal as you possibly can. And I thought he might have gotten that one. He had a clean shot.
Ike now going to send this out to Connor Mold. Mold to the near side high. Mold trying to hold on to the ball. Defensively, Mikey Demetrius giving him a problem. Alex Cook now up high. Going to send this down to Eaton. Eaton looking down low. Get it to Malis. Malis. I'll have to feed this over to Jason Ike at the X. He'll have Sofran in front of him. Ike back up there. Try to get it to Eaton. And the ball going to sail all the way downfield. Emerson Hare now with the ball. And he'll get it over to Hoover. Hoover looked like he had an opportunity to take a shot, but he'll slow it down with Rothenbuehler in front of him. He'll get it over to Pincharo. Pincharo feed it into Montgomery. Montgomery going to go off the post. And it's going to head out of bounds with 7:07 left here, third quarter. Boardman 10, Poland 3.
Wow, and was he open? Whew. I'm glad Pinchero didn't take that straight on either, because that could have been dangerous for us.
Slow transition by Poland gave Boardman an opportunity as Hoover trying to work past Rothenbuehler. Jake Rothenbuehler going to slow this one down. Hare now from behind the net. We'll feed this one out to Montgomery. Montgomery will have Maseko in front of him, and he'll get this over to Pincharo Craven. Defensively, to send it down low to Hoover. Hoover going to back out and send it to Brian Shaw. Shaw working it around to Pincharo. Pincharo one-on-one with Craven. Ball going to come loose there. Craven with the turnover. He's going to try to find somebody. He's going to underhand pass it and get it out to Josh Maseko. Maseko working his way downfield. Get it out to Ike. Ike going to get it to Connor Mold. Mold trying to work around Mike Demetrius, but he'll have to slow it down now as Cook, Malis. I believe they're going to be missing. Nope, then they'll have that. Max O'Brien will be down there as well. 6:08 left on a running clock here, third quarter. Boardman with a 10-3 lead. Send this one over to Cole Eaton. Eaton trying to work past Lenhart. Try to get it to Alex Cook, but the ball's going to be loose. And almost picked up by Sofran. Ball now will be in the net of Boardman. That will be Sofran with the ball. Try to send it down midfield. Ball still loose on the turf. Zura going to step in here, try to fight Lenhart for it, and he'll get it. Zura now sending it out to Cole Eaton. Eaton with a little room to work. If he works quickly, he'll get it down low. Ike with the shot. A beautiful save by Hunter Richards. Looked like it went off his left foot.
Yeah, it was off his foot, Jim.
And Tobias Sofran will get this one downfield for Boardman. Boardman with an excellent opportunity here, but Hare could not handle the pass. And to go out of bounds. It should be Poland ball here. 5:20 left, third quarter. Now they're going to say that was a shot on goal, I guess. So Boardman will maintain possession. As the ball comes loose, Hoover will recover it. Rothenbuehler in front of him. Shaw now from the high will send it over to Pincharo laterally. Craven in front of him. He'll send it down low to Montgomery. Montgomery back to Shaw. Shaw with Maseko in front of him. Rothenbuehler stepping in to take away the lane from Hoover. Shaw now working to Pincharo. Pincharo with nothing. Boardman being patient, up 10-3. 4:52 here. Shaw tried to spin around. Pincharo going to send it down low. Going to get to Montgomery. He's going to take the golf shot, and he'll score with 4:47 left here in the third quarter.
Well, I tell you what, I hate it. They are very well coached. You could see that play from up here starting to develop. And I'll tell you what, they tossed. We went right to the net. Gets the ball to him, and then he puts it in. I mean, that was it was a great job. They really passed the ball well. And again, with Boardman, you don't see too many passes that they drop. I mean, when they get a ball that's caught in their net, I mean, they don't drop very many.
Yeah,
certainly secure with
the
theirs.
execution. Very fluid. Very fluid for Boardman.
Absolutely.
Malis tries to win this one. He and Murphy going to collide. Ball still loose here. Lenhart trying to reach in for it, so is Malis. And it'll be Lenhart now that'll have the ball. Lenhart sending it all the way across the field to Hoover. Hoover trying to take the shot, work past Rothenbuehler, work to the inside, and he'll get the goal with 4:37 left in the third quarter.
They just know how to get to the net. I mean, they got guys flying all over the place. And again, their team speed is very, very good. Taking nothing against Poland, but Boardman's team speed is incredible. And I'll tell you what, their attrition is also. These guys are flying all over. I don't see too many people tired out there.
Now, and certainly, who do you focus on when you're able to score from any point?
Yeah, you're right. You got 3 or 4 out here that on their offense that just anybody can score at any time.
Murphy and Malis to take the face off at midfield. Ball loose. Still loose on the turf. Going to be picked up by Mikey Demetrius. He'll bring it around the far side. He'll have Cat caught in front of him. Craven going to hang out in the middle there, wait for the spin. And Demetrius will have to slow down and set things up a little bit, wait for the offensive players. But Demetrius now trying to work past Craven. Send it over to Hoover. Hoover trying to set it in the slot, but it's going to be picked up by Nick Blanche. Blanche for Poland down the middle of the field. Whoever tried to take a shot on him, but Blanche going to slow things down. He'll have Craven to his right. Craven, the long stick defensive midi, working past Boardman and into the offensive zone. Craven got nobody in front of him. There's no white jerseys. Ball still loose. Still loose. There's Craven and Demetrius battle for the ball at midfield. And we're going to have a whistle.
Jim, it looked like we were playing hockey there. Wow. There were sticks all over the place. They were beating each other.
Definitely advantage for Will Craven there, as Pincharo now will bring it in for Boardman to the far side. Craven in front of him. Send it down to DeJoseph. DeJoseph will send over to Montgomery at the X. He'll have Zur in front of him trying to work around here. He'll work around the pick of hair, but the ball will come loose, and it's going to head to the sideline. DeJoseph can't get to it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Poland will take over. 3:33 left here, third quarter. Boardman with a commanding 12-3 lead over the Bulldogs.
That's a shame they didn't have this in the 70s. I like this game. This game is wonderful. You got a stick and you can beat the heck out of somebody with it to a point.
Well, I don't know if they would have had that at my high school, but I don't know if the Wilson-Redmond lacrosse team would be a good idea, but
I have a little story when we get the opportunity at the half or at the quarter.
Rothenbuehler going to lose the ball, going to be picked up by Chris Fleet. Fleet down the far side, and Craven with the angle on him. They'll have to send it down loaded to Joseph. To Joseph, looking for somebody in the slot, but he'll reset, go back to the X, and Hare will set the pick for Missouri. Tries to put on the pressure. Montgomery now work around Connor Casey, and it's going to be another shot on goal for Hare. 2:52 of the third quarter.
We just talked about the passing. He snuck that in on that corner of the net, and he just flipped it right in. We had our church service for Carol's brother who passed, and the priest that was at St. Brennan's. We were talking about he was talking about Chuck playing football, and here he goes, yeah, when you guys came into town, and we were all kind of looking at each other. Yes, he says, I was a Wilson Red man. So we had a little city series thing going during church. It was
Child of God.
Yeah, absolutely. We laughed, and he said, we did a lot of praying. I said, I'm sure you did.
We needed it.
But I thought that was a nice touch.
So a little commemorative shirt we picked up this week. My wife kind enough to pick one up for me. The Woodrow Wilson, we called the memorial shirt. 1936 to 2007.
Here you go.
Yeah, she bought shirts for the school she teaches at. For Poland, obviously. But mine was the only one that had the beginning and end dates.
Yeah, there you go. I gotcha. It's nice. I mean, it's. I wear a lot of Cheney stuff. I mean, graduated there, 76, coached there. And just my heart has always been there. Again, coming up here shortly in June, our head coach, Ron Burtis, will be inducted into the Ohio High School Hall of Fame.
Did you say 1976?
That is when I was, yes, at school. Yes. That is when I was there. I graduated. We were the bicentennial class.
1976, huh?
Yep.
I was 2.
Thank you. I tell everybody I'm old.
Time out here. 2:52 left here.
Face for radio. Always said that.
We'll see if they induct the initial team that you were part of.
Yeah, Coach Burtis, we're all happy for him. He deserves it. He had a heck of a run at Cheney.
Certainly did.
He did. He really built that program up good.
Ron Burtis, late 80s, early 90s. A very successful program there with the Cheney Cowboys. As we get ready for the face-off here. 2:52 left here, third quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 13-3. Demetrius and Craven defensively to the near side here. Ball loose. Murphy will pick this one up. Murphy slipping on the field. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Field completely dry. Beautiful day here as Cole Eaton now will go one-on-one with Murphy. Murphy trying to work to the inside. He'll take a shot, and he'll bounce that one over. Hare will pick it up, and Blanche will push him back. He'll have to reset, send it to the far side to Joseph. Pincharo now working his way to the field. 2:29 left here, third quarter. To Joseph, sending out to the far side to Montgomery. Montgomery with Maseko in front of him. Pincharo will have Cole Eaton in front of him. Eaton working over here defensively as Austin Monter will pick up the ball, send it down low. He'll get this one over to Sam Bundy. Bundy send it back to the X. That'll be DeJoseph. DeJoseph trying to work around, trying to get the wraparound shot. He'll send it out to Montgomery, overshoot the pass, but it'll be picked up by Pincharo with a minute 55 left here in this third frame. Pincharo sending it to the far side. Over to Monter. Monter back to the X to DeJoseph. He'll get it over to Montgomery. Montgomery going to take the shot, and it's going to go in. 1:42 left in the third frame. Boardman with a 14-3 lead.
Yeah, a lot of shots on goal. There's no doubt. And I think Mr. Mold may be a little rattled right now. He's just got to settle down, play your game, be confident. That's what you got to do. You against the world in that net. There's no lie with that.
So Montgomery with the most recent goal for Boardman. They lead 14-3. 1:42 left here, third quarter. Face off at midfield. Murphy will win this one. He'll send this one down into the slot. Try to feed it to Demetrius. Demetrius going to take the shot. Stopped by Mold. It went up in the air. He didn't think he saw it. Giovanni Beto will have the ball now. Try to send it out to the middle, out to Zura.
Yeah.
Zura try to get the ball, but Demetrius going to step in, cause some havoc. Ball still loose on the turf. And a scrum going for it. His hair has it. He'll take the shot with 1:16.
We talked about it before, how Boardman is very precise with their sticks, and they really keep control a lot of the ball in the net, and it's just we got to get better at that, and that's what our problem is. We get too many balls knocked out of our sticks because we're not rolling our wrist and keeping that net. That's what I see. What do I know?
That cradling still a problem here. Is
cradling. There we go.
Murphy take the face off. Ball loose now, picked up by Poland. That's going to be Cadcott with the ball. He's going to lose that. Boardman going to pick it up. Craven trying to trail him. Couldn't get the angle on him, but Nick Blanche going to step in, slow it down, as DeJoseph now will slow that things down, wait for the Boardman offense, send it into the slot, and it's going to be a shot over the head of Ralph Mold. That's going to be Sam Bundy on the score for Boardman.
And all he did was patience. 4 of the Poland defenders ran to the ball. They forgot to stay, look back door. It was just an easy catch and pitch. He got behind him. It was wide open. He saw it, got it to him, and right in the net.
And while we have an opportunity, I want to say congratulations to the Youngstown Phantoms on a great season here. Bowed out in the second round of the playoffs to the Dubuque Fighting Saints. As we take the face-off draw here. And Bayless going to win this one. He'll get it to Craven. Craven trying to work to the inside past Demetrios. Craven will have it knocked out of his stick, but Bayless going to back him up. He'll try to dump it back over, but it's going to be Lenhart that's going to pick it up as Connor Mold going to work it to the inside. Craven going to knock it loose again. And that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here in Poland, where Boardman, they have a 16-3 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. We're going to step aside for a timeout. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Fourth quarter action coming up here from Pavlansky Field in Poland. Boardman with a 16-3 lead over the Bulldogs. Roster time now mostly for both teams here. And some of the young players will get in to get some time in on a game that seems to be well in hand for Boardman. Last 2 games coming up for Poland will be Canfield and Mooney. And in the coming weeks here, Boardman now working his way down into the offensive box. They'll send it all the way down to Hare at the X position. Hare trying to work around Giovanni Bito. And to the far side, that'll be DeJoseph. You know, Rothenbuehler in front of him, sending it out to Pincharo. Pincharo working his way over to Monter. Monter sending it down low again. And out to Hare. Hare again with Bito in front of him. 11:22 left here in this game. Bundy now with the ball trying to fight through 3 white jerseys. Bundy going to take a shot. It's going to go in with 11:11 left in the fourth quarter.
Again, right in front of the net. Just an easy shot. And Ralph Mold, I know he is very, very frustrated, but there are so many open shots, and he's just got to shake it off. I know he's probably kicking himself, but he'll be all right. He'll be fine.
Colin Rogers checking in for the Bulldogs here. 10:40 left here, fourth quarter. Plenty of live sports action coming up here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia1 network, as Boardman will win this one. That'll be Bundy again. Craven now trying to get the ball loose. Bundy was still with the ball. Ball loose. Craven actually picked it up, and he'll lose it. It'll head back down into the Poland defensive zone. As the young guys will battle for it. Spring football coming up here on Western Reserve Radio starting May 11th, as we are looking forward to that. If you've spent any time with us, you know that's one of our broadcast homes there with the Cleveland Cobras.
Yep.
And they will head to Warren, Michigan on May 11th to take on the Michigan Gators. And then on May 18th, stepping up to take on the number 1 ranked team in the nation, the Detroit Ravens. We were up there a couple of years ago. And the Cobras actually had a lead, but a storm moved through, and it was a significant storm, which brought that game to an end. But the Detroit Ravens, an outstanding organization, and Coach Adam Rogerson and owner Jesse Caldwell will be looking forward to that trip as we get the minor league football season underway. And this will be a production for the PFA and the Tri-Point Football League. So the board from the Tri-Point Football League and owner-commissioner Dave Duncan from the Players Football Association working together to fill some of these schedules. As Poland now working from high, it'll be Sobrian. Working over to Turner. Turner looking to the inside. Going to lose the ball. He'll have to rebound and come back and get it. Try to get it over to Connor Casey, but Casey was too close, couldn't see it, and it's going to be picked up by Boardman. I believe that's going to be Rice, headed right down the slot, and he's going to take a shot. It's going to be stopped by Ralph Mold. 8:15 left here in this game. Last 2 games of the season for Poland will be the Canfield Cardinals and the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. Poland dropping a game earlier this season to Canfield and getting the win over Mooney just a couple weeks ago on a Saturday evening. It was a very cold game, Coach. Sun was out, but that wind was terrible.
Yeah, wind was bad last week.
So it's not bad if you're on the field playing.
Yeah, I hear you. Sitting in the stands, it can get a little chilly.
Yep, but Charles bringing it in from Boardman from the far sideline. He'll slow this one down. Send it over to Monter. Monter going to slow it down here as he'll have Cadcott in front of him. Cadcott one-on-one with Monter. And we're going to have a warning call coming up against Boardman. It'll be a turnover. Poland will take over. 7:15 left in the game. Beto now with the ball. He'll send it all the way across the field to Zura. Zura couldn't get the pass. Going to head out of bounds.
Doggone it.
Boardman will take over. 6:57 here as Brian Shaw will make his way back to the field. Brian sounded like he's going to be focusing a little bit more on his lacrosse work this year. Got another outstanding hockey player here. Easy adjustment, Coach. We see in terms of the way the game is played, not much different.
No, not at all.
So Hare now with the ball at the X. He'll try to work around, send it to the outside. Try to feed it over into the slot. Ball going to come loose, going to head back to midfield. And Connor Casey for Poland in there battling for it, but he won't be able to pick it up. And we're going to have a whistle. Poland will take over. 6:12 left in the fourth quarter. And, of course, we will kick off the Tri-Point Football League regular season the first Saturday of June. That will be June 1st. That game at Marlington as the Cobras will take on the Ohio Gladiators. And we look at the schedule, Coach. 5 champions on the schedule for the Cleveland Cobras this year.
Well, if you want to play the best, that's what you do. Play champions.
So Boardman with the ball now, working their way downfield. I believe that's going to be Carquito with the ball.
That is Jimmy Carquito, my daughter, Ariel. That's her neighbor across the street. Good people. Great people.
Mold's going to send this down the sideline. Tried to get it over to Craven, but obviously overestimated that height. Ball still loose down way low behind the cage. And I believe that's going to be Boardman's ball here with 5 minutes left in this game. Boardman with a 17-3 lead. Boardman right down the middle of the field now on the run. Craven trying to take the angle, and he'll take that away from Ben Sofran. He'll send it down low. Another shot on goal. Stopped by Mold. Monter going to work it around there. Send it to the outside. Shot by DeJoseph. Going to be stopped by Mold. Shaw now with the shot, and it's going to go in on the rebound shot. 4:33 left in the game. 18-3 is the score for Boardman. Boardman will move on to 13-2 on the season. Poland looks like they will go to 4-6 on their regular season. That with 2 games to go. Under first-year head coach Kincaid Marakovich. Of course, Scott Lenhart leading the Boardman program for the last as many years. Again, building this program from the 4th and 5th grade level. As Malis will win this one. Get it over to Zura. Zura working down the near sideline. Bundy chasing him down. Zura trying to find an option here. And he'll have to run his way all the way downfield to the X. Zura looking for somebody in the slot. Nobody there. He'll take a bounce shot there. It's going to go over the net. Over the net minder. And it'll be loose. Max O'Brien, the closest one to it. He'll pick it up and try to keep it in for Poland. So Bryan will take a push from the back, and it'll remain Poland ball with just about 3:15 left in this game. Johnny Turner checking in for the Poland Bulldogs.
Boardman hasn't backed down with their physicality. I mean, they're shoving them all over.
Speaking of football, coming up Wednesday over at City View Sportscast, it'll be Just Football with Matt Emsch, 6 p.m. Although it says Just Football, I'll tell you right now, sometimes that conversation drifts.
Well, that depends on who his guest is. If his guest is Coach Bob, we kind of make it variety.
Literally the fireside chat.
Yes, that's, yeah, absolutely. Alphabet soup there. But that's how it should be. Talk about what comes up.
It will be Matt Lipsack and Matt Emsch bringing you Mahoning Valley Federals football this year on City View Sportscast. That just recently announced. And we should have a doubleheader there on May 11th. As Poland now pick up the ball at midfield. Connor Casey step in and get the ball, but it's going to be picked up by Boardman. Ball still loose on the turf. As we'll have a whistle. And it's going to be Boardman ball with under 2 minutes to play. Boardman with an 18-3 lead. Playoff seeding's coming up here soon for high school lacrosse. We'll see where Boardman sits there. Again, this is a young team, but a team that has been together. So, again, we look forward to the next couple of years to see what they're going to do.
Absolutely, and with the record that they have, they got to be sitting quite high.
Ball loose in the slot. Monday going to lose that. And it's going to be picked up by Boardman. Boardman trying to work to the inside. Now it'll be Pincharo. Pincharo looking for somebody in the slot. Nobody there. And he'll send it back out top. Craven stepping in, and he'll cause a turnover as R.J. Mold will save that one. Or as Ralph Mold, as he likes to be called now. That tells you how long you've known somebody.
There you go.
They've already changed their name. Craven now with the ball, going to spin one time. Look to the inside, looking for his first goal of the season, the long stick defensive midi. Content to send this one downfield. Craven will head to the sideline with under a minute to play here at Pavlinsky Field in Poland on a beautiful Monday night here in the Valley. Boardman going on to 13-2. Poland going to drop to 4-6 on the season. As Blanche now looking to work to the inside, who have the ball knocked away with under a half a minute to play. And Poland will round out their season with games against Canfield and Cardinal Mooney. Boardman now with one last rush here, about 18 seconds left in the game. DeJoseph now working around there. Might be content just to let this clock run down. Beto in front of him. And it looks like that will bring us to the end of regulation here in Poland. Boardman gets the 18-3 win over the Poland Bulldogs. As we make this one official, we're going to step aside for a quick timeout. You are listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia1 network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Back here one last time as we wrap it up from Pavlansky Field and Poland Boardman with the 18-3 win over the Poland Bulldogs. Pleasantries being exchanged down here. A lot of these guys know each other.
Yeah,
Boardman, the bordering town to here to Poland, and with the internet and everything else, it's a very small world now.
Well, yeah, not only that, it's, kids of today aren't like kids that when we were playing and this and that. I mean, I hate to say it, and this is okay what they do, but, if you're playing a Cheney and Fitch or Mooney and Ursuline, it wasn't, hey, had a great game. No, you wanted to go knuckle it out on the 50-yard line. Totally different that goes on here. I mean, they were a rival. I mean, we just hated them. We hated Fitch people. That's just how it was.
All right, Coach. Well, there's a great speech on some sportsmanship there. We appreciate that.
I'm just saying. That's how it was back in the day, as they say, especially when they wore leather helmets.
And we will wrap the season up here again. It'll be May 1st when Poland will take on Canfield out of Canfield High School. 6 p.m. start for the Bulldogs and the Cardinals, and then on May 7th, we'll wrap up the 2024 season as the Bulldogs will have their second meeting with the Mooney Cardinals. They get the win over Mooney 10-5 back on April 20th. And, of course, after that, the next time you would hear from Coach and I would be on May 11th from Warren, Michigan, as the Cleveland Cobras take on the Michigan Gators in the kickoff of the Players Football Association regular season, and it will be the first non-league game for the Cleveland Cobras here early in 2024. So I want to thank you for joining us here tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook or X or Twitter as you know it, or you're listening on the Live 365 network or TuneIn. Either way, we appreciate you letting us come into your homes and bring you some high school lacrosse tonight. So for the coach, Bob Gessler, I am Jim Craven. Thank you for listening, and one last time here from Pavlansky Field, the Boardman Spartans 18, the Poland Bulldogs 3. Spartans get the win and go to 13-3. Poland drops to 4-6, and we look forward to seeing you all again on Wednesday for Just Football with Matt Emsch over on City View Sportscast. That is a 6 p.m. start. We hope that everyone has a fantastic night.
Good night, all.
You're listening to WRDB, Western Reserve Digital Broadcasting, Youngstown, Warren, Salem, and around the world.